Bez Hashem, in a little bit of time, we'll be able to sit down by the Seder with God's help, and we'll be able to all say the words, Holach Ma'anya, the Echol Avasana, this is the bread of affliction that our forefathers ate, and so on. And again, the leader of the Haggadah, or each and every one of us, will be saying, Kol dich v'in Yosef Yehecha. All those that need, come and eat, come and join us for the Yontif, for the meal of Pesach. All right, so it's a famous question, everyone asks this. The doors are closed. Everyone already has their arrangements for Pesach. Now you're inviting people. Like what? You should make that a proclamation. Erev Pesach, go outside or something. What are you sitting at your table? And from your table, again, when the windows are closed, the doors are closed, now you're proclaiming your invitation, open invitation for everyone. So Rav Kook in his Haggadah, he has an amazing, amazing lesson in this particular line. He says like this. He says, what is the most natural quality of a Jew? What's the most natural tendency for a Jew? Well, Rav Kook says, if you think about it, the most natural thing for a Jew is ultimately going to be connected to the natural tendency of the first Jew, Avraham Avinu. And so Rav Kook, the most natural tendency of a Jew is to give, is to want to give. Now, so Rav Kook, one of the tragedies of exile, in Mitzrayim in particular, but all exile, is that the Jewish person, along with the personal suffering, the Jewish person doesn't have the ability to express that loving kindness that they naturally feel. The person has no choice but to be focused on self-preservation. That's just the nature of suffering. The nature of suffering is that you don't have the luxury to care and think about others. You have no choice but to try to fend for yourself and to make sure that you survive. And therefore, said Rav Kook, one of the misery of Gullus in Egypt, it wasn't just the physical suffering. It was the fact that there was an inability for the Jewish people collectively and individually to give to one another and to really have the ability, but whether it be financially or mentally, emotionally, to give and to care for other people. They were so focused on self-preservation. And it's not their fault, they had to. But said Rav Kook, the greatest way of expressing freedom is this proclamation of whoever wants, come and eat by me. It's not an invitation as if we realize that there are people that need a place to eat. If we know that there's people that need a place to eat, you should invite them before Pesach. This is not a practical invitation, that's a proclamation of our freedom. It's the Jewish people for the first time being able to express what's most natural to us, which is that we want to give. That's Kol Dich v'in Yosef Yehecha, that's an expression of our freedom. When we're celebrating Pesach night, we're not just celebrating the freedom of the body. We're celebrating the freedom of the Jewish spirit. And the way the Jewish spirit expresses itself when it first is freed is with its great desire to give and to love and to care for others. And that's what we have to remember. We have to strengthen ourselves with that, to try to connect to that most basic, fundamental, and original midah of the Jewish people of Avraham Avinu. Of Oyev Chesed, V'Oyev Chesed, of someone that loves kindness and only wants to do kindness for others. Hashem should help that we should be able to come into Yontif to have a Chag Kosher v'Sameach, full of light and full of joy, and we should be able to experience it just like our ancestors were redeemed in this time, so we should also be redeemed in this time. Thank you, Hashem. Thank